Hey, Paulie, you've been in there with the Cottos, the Hattons, the Khans. This was Danny's first fight officially at 147. Where would you rate his power among those guys?
He had pretty good power, man. I was being real sneaky at first, and I wasn't letting him get the full blunt of the force to land on me. Early on, even if the shots would land, they would land at like 50%. I was doing a good job of rolling back and rocking back with the shots and riding with them and catching them on my gloves. But then, as I started tiring a little bit, maybe instead of 50%, like 80% started landing with the power, you know? And I was like, man, I'm starting to feel. Then, like I said, I think he busted my eardrum. Or if it's not busted, it's definitely something happened to it in that 9th round. And, that's a testament to also, I think, the weight helping him, because he never showed any kind of weight power before. Now, I'm not telling you he's the hardest puncher I fought, but he carried his power pretty well. I mean, I'm a full 140-pound fighter, just like he is. Now, how that power is gonna affect the true physical welterweights, I'm not sure. But as far as rating his power compared to some of the other guys, I fought a lot of punches in my career, and that's probably another reason why I'm gonna call it quits. Because I've been in with some hardest punches, whether I've won or lost. I mean, it's constantly with hard punches, and Danny's power rates up there pretty well. I mean, guys like Cotto was like freakish power. I mean, I didn't know whether to cry or get mad when he hit me, but Danny's got some solid strength, and he's got some solid power, and he's not as wild as people think. I mean, he gets wild, but there's a thinking process behind his style. He's a smarter fighter than he gets credit for. It's a lot deeper than that, like I said, the power is definitely, I'd say, not just above average, probably a little higher than that. It's certainly respectable, and one of the better punchers.
We'll take 2 more questions.
Paulie, is it a good thing in a way to finish with a top-class fighter like Danny Garcia when you know you've had great success as a ringside announcer, you've gotten great reviews, and you have a big future there? So if you're not going to be fighting those guys anymore, is this kind of the way to go out rather than waste your time with lesser guys? Yeah,
I mean, I think so. I mean, I'm doing it regardless. But I enjoy sharing the ring with top guys. I mean, when I beat Zab Judah in 2013, I had no clue that it would probably be my last win. So, like, but I mean, if you just look at I've lost. I've lost 3 of my last 4 fights, but I haven't fought a single slouch there. You know what I mean? Even when I fought Zab, it's easy to say hindsight of 2020, we was finished, but I mean, he had just finished a tough fight with Garcia, where he had won all the late rounds, and I dominated him. So, I mean, I'm 1-3 in my last 4, but man, it was like a murderer's row. You know what I mean? I'm constantly fighting top guys. So it's just, you get worn out. You get worn out. I mean, I enjoy sharing the ring with top guys. I love this kind of promotion. I love being a part of it. I'll always remember these memories. Life's about making memories, and I've gotten to make some cool memories in my life. Even if some of them were painful memories, it's still something to remember. And I've had a great team, and I thank my whole team for, being part of the ride. And some of it was successful, some of it wasn't, but it was certainly a ride to remember.
Final question. All right, right here.
How you doing, Paulie?
Hey.
My question is, how would you rate Danny Garcia's performance tonight? And you put on your commentary head again. Is there anything that you think he could have done better?
I think Danny if I step outside my body, I would analyze this fight like this. Danny fought a pesky fighter, a good entrance into the welterweight division because he's a non-puncher, and a fighter who can, a cutesy type of style that I have, can make you look bad, but he stayed calm, he stayed consistent with the plan, he didn't waver, which shows me a lot of character, and eventually, he found a way to make it happen, which all champions do. There's things to work on, of course, there's always things to work on. Sometimes he punches a little wide, but again, not everybody has those slick little moves inside that I have. Some guys are going to be more aggressive on the inside and may get caught with some of those big shots. Some of those shots were just missing me. I just feel wind whipping by me with some of the hooks or some of the overhand rights that he threw. So I'm like, somebody else might get hit with those. I'm pretty crafty inside. Maybe my offense isn't so great, but compared to some of the other guys he may fight, but defensively he's gonna find the target a lot easier with maybe certain other guys, you know. So I think it was a solid entrance into the welterweight division for Danny. I think it was a fight where he can learn, because you know, this certainly a fight like this you have to show patience in getting to me. I'm not just gonna hand it to you, and he did that. And I think he'll get better from this, and you know, he'll work on the things he needs to work on. I certainly think he's an improving fighter, and he's a thinking fighter. And like I said, he doesn't get the credit for his thinking ability in there, whether it's him or his father. Like I said, they made certain little adjustments in there that kept me uncomfortable in key spots.
Thanks, Paulie.
Thanks, guys.